Hey guys, so a lot of new updates have come out for the game, and I wanted to make a video talking about the new horns, and certain horns have come out class, and certain horns are still pretty good. So let's get right into it. So the first horn that I'm using right here in this part of the video is the Empress Roar Blaze, and personally I think this is the best horn in the game. So if you're gonna close the video now, I'll close it, but let me explain why. It has very good attack, very good sharpness, very good affinity, but the most important thing about it is the songs. The songs are so good on this horn, and it makes the horn play very smoothly. It has attack up large. It has knockbacks negated, which is extra, but knockbacks negated is like flinch free but better. For example, if you have this song playing while you're fighting Lunastra, you won't get knocked back during her supernova. You'll just get damage and you can just heal it up with a potion. So it makes her fight pretty easy. But again, that's not the most important thing about the horn. And also it has all melody effects extended. So all you do is you play attack up large, you play self-improvement once, and then you just spam all melody effects extended. It makes the horn play so smoothly. It's not like any other horn in the game right now. And all my best times are with this horn. For example, I think you're about to see me finish this Nergiganti, and I think in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Again, I know people have done better with the worse horns, but this is the horn I play best with, so this is the horn I always use. But again, it's not like the other horns are now useless. For example, this horn, the Empress Roar Blaze, the base damage is a bit lower than its competitors. For example, I think it has lower base damage than even like the Basilroid Rook Slayer or even the Heavy Bone Horn. But again, it just plays so smoothly, and it has great songs. So that's the horn I use. But again, there's other horns here. For example, there is the Teroth Pipe Sleep, which is a direct improvement over the Basilroid Rook Slayer. So if you remember in the last video, I talked about the Basilroid Rook Slayer a little bit, and it's a very good horn for immortal builds. And again, the new Teroth Pipe Sleep does everything the Basilroid Rook Slayer does, but better. Except for it doesn't have blast element, but then you can just put non-elemental gem in there, and it's just as good. And this horn, if you want to play a real support where you're healing and you're also attacking and everything like that, this is probably the better horn. Because this one's spam move is the health recovery small. And I'm not going to try to tell you, oh yeah, when you play a hunting horn, you should be healing your teammates. No, I don't think you should be doing that at all. But, if you're going to heal them every now and then with your songs, it's not a bad thing. But it comes out a little too slowly for you to be doing it like as a reaction. You know what I'm saying? You can't just see someone low and then use this song. It comes out way too slowly. Leave that. I don't even recommend healing in this game, but if you really have to play a healer, you should be playing Sword and Shield. But again, I hate that playstyle, and I would never recommend anyone to do that. And then the Deep Vero, still a very good horn. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still probably just as strong, if not stronger than the other horns. The only problem with it now is that negative affinity is really starting to catch up to it, especially now with the new meta with the Draken armor and the Master's Touch. It's not as good as it used to be. It's still, I mean, again, I'm still including it, so it's like top 3, but it's again, I don't think it's as good as it before. I mean, it's expensive. It requires a lot of handicraft. It requires a lot of investment to make this horn really good. While example, out of the box, the Empress Roar Blaze is amazing. Out of the box, the Teroth Pipe Sleep is amazing. So that's why I've just stepped away from Deep Vero, and I've created more, quality of life builds with Empress Roar Blaze. As a honorable mention, I should still mention the new Empress Roar Sticks. The Empress Roar Sticks again is very good. I mean, excellent songs on that one as well. The only thing about it, it's a little bit weaker. and it's not as easy to spam those songs. But it does completely replace the Xeno Manachina from the last video, so now if you're ever gonna fight Kushala, Empress Roar Sticks is the one you should be using. Just because it makes him a joke at that point. I mean, all wind pressure negated, it just makes Kushala Daora a joke. So if you're gonna fight him, use Empress Roar Sticks. So yeah, those are all the new horns, and the new armor. I feel like I don't even have to say it, but you know, the new meta is now Draken armor. Pretty much 4-piece Draken armor, and then you know, 1 miscellaneous piece that you want. You know, I usually will either use the Luna head or Luna chest, depending on the build I'm playing. If I want to go for a more evasion build, I'll use the Empress head. If I'm using a more, you know, example, a speedrun build, I'll use the Empress mail, which is the chest. But you know, it's not. This is pretty straightforward now. I think with armor, like I feel like the Draken armor really lowered build diversity. Before, like now, it's pretty much using 1 set and that's it. Like there's no other set that's as good as Draken armor right now. Alright guys, so hopefully you liked the video. I'm pretty sure I haven't missed any of the good horns, but yeah, if I have, let me know. I should, you know, my reasoning for picking them was outlined in the last video, which pretty much is, if the horn doesn't have attack up large, it's not worth using. That's pretty much it. And yeah, there's not many other horns with attack up large, so that's about it. Alright, so have fun, and hopefully you like the new Empress Roar Blaze.